Hey guys, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Like I said, my name is Danielle. I am a mom, lifestyle, beauty, DIY. I do everything, a little bit of everything. Yeah, so there's always something new and exciting going on up here. So if you are a new subscriber or you're just finding me, welcome. I hope you guys would stick around and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and there's like that little bell you can click on and it will let you know every time I upload a video, so you could always be aware, right? So I keep seeing these this tag for the 10 baby names I love but won't be using, or baby names I love that I won't be using. So if you guys are not aware, I am a mom to 3 girls, and I'm not having any more kids. So I have some names that I love, and the boys' names were the ones we were actually going to use, but obviously we never did. And there's the girl names that I loved that Leo, my husband, wasn't agreeing on with me. Especially for Rebecca. He pretty much just took over her name. So without further ado, I actually wrote them down here on my phone so I can go ahead and share them with you. And I was actually talking to Leo about it yesterday, and I was like, you remember this name? Remember this name? And now he's like, oh, I really did like that name. Anyways, so here are the girls' names that I love, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on the bottom of the screen too so you guys can see how I was going to spell them. We'll start with the girls' names, okay? The first girl's name that I loved was Viviana. I just think it's such a beautiful, classy name, and it reminds me very much of Vivian Lee. So Viviana, and we would have called her Vivi for short. The next name that I like was actually I wanted to name my second daughter, Sophia, is Nevaeh. Nevaeh is heaven spelled backwards, and we could have called her, maybe, I don't know what I would have called her for short. I probably would have figured out something. The third name was actually going to be Sophia's name, but we changed it like maybe about 2 months before she came, and her name was going to be Bianca. And the fourth name I got, which I was dying to name Rebecca, was Aria, and we could have called her Ari for short. I love that name. I think it's so pretty, and this is before anybody really heard of it, and I actually got it from the show Pretty Little Liars. But then I started watching Game of Thrones, and Aria's on there, and she's freaking awesome. So I was like, no joke, that would have been great. But Leo didn't agree with me on that one. And the last name that I got is Sarai, or in Spanish it's Sarai. And I just think it's so unique and beautiful, and you just don't hear it too much. But we actually know 2 people whose daughter's name Sarai, so we did name her that. If you guys notice a trend with the girls' names, most of them all end in A because, I'm weird like that. And I tried to go for like Spanish influenced, or for boys, I love Italian names. My husband's Mexican, so I like to have names that sound good both in English and Spanish. So that's kind of the trend that we have going here. But, okay, and on to the boys' names. My boys' names were my favorite. So my first name, which I loved the most, was Benicio. Benicio, and we would have called him Benny. And I just think you're meant to be like a baseball. My second name is Lucio. That is actually my husband's grandfather's name. So we were trying to keep the names kind of like familial, like family names. That makes sense? So yeah. The third name I have is Santino, and I love it. And I would have called him Sonny for short, just like on The Godfather. I think it's such a good name, a good, handsome, like, man name. So can't mess with anybody named Santino. The fourth name is Joaquin, and I would have called him Jack. I just love it. I just think Joaquin is such a different, unique, beautiful name. So, and then my last name is Tristan. And I love this name because if you guys ever seen Legends of the Fall with Brad Pitt, his name was Tristan in that movie, and I just thought he was such a babe. So, yeah, those are my names. So if any of you are starting a family or have any children by these names, please comment below. I just think, you know, to each its own, but I think they're all beautiful, and I love them. And I would just, now I look at them, I'm like, oh, I should have. But if you guys are wondering my children's names, what names we actually went with, my oldest daughter, her name is Rhea, R-E-Y-A, middle name Ashley, A-S-H-L-E-E. She was named after my grandfather, her great-grandfather, whose name was Raymond. And if she was a boy, her name was going to be Raymond Michael. Michael being my dad's name, so I had my dad name her middle name, and he chose Ashley. And my second daughter, her name is Sophia, S-O-F-I-A, and her middle name is Isabel. Isabel, I-S-A-B-E-L, and Isabel is actually her grandma's name, my mother-in-law's name, so she was named after my mother-in-law. And my third daughter, her name is Rebecca Grace. Rebecca, traditional, R-E-B-E-C-C-A, middle name Grace, G-R-A-C-E. We came out with Rebecca sounds beautiful in Spanish, and there was a book I read in high school, and the girl's name was Rebecca, and I just thought it was so pretty. I wanted to spell it the traditional Hebrew way, R-E-B-E-K-A-H, but Leo said it looked like Reebok if you look at it real quick, so we didn't go with that. And since I named my second daughter after my mother-in-law, I wanted to name the baby after my mom. And my mom didn't like her name, so I said, you know, just go ahead and pick out her middle name. And my mom loves the name Grace, so that's where she got her name, Rebecca Grace. So those are our names. And yeah, do you guys, any of your kids have any of my kids' names? There's a lot of Sophias, there's a few Rebeccas. I've never met any Rheas though, so it's kind of different. But again, guys, thank you for go ahead and stopping by, and leave your kids' names below if they're different, or if you just love them, and if there's a story behind them. I would love to hear them. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take it easy, guys.